Had a chance of possibly still getting into the hunt at the front, and oh, a massive moment! Julian van der Bart gets sent sideways, backwards into turn one, and he ends up on taking manoeuvres. Here comes De Toy though. De Toy dives on the inside. Oh, there's contact between the two teammates! Massive contact between Charles Laurent.
And nowadays the BTCC really has no weak drivers, as everybody is quick.
Yeah, very, very competitive championship, in particular this year.
Line as they head up towards Stowe Corner for the lead of New Millennium. They lean on each other, there's a little bit of contact. Luke Yeomans makes contact with Graham Crowhurst. Graham Crowhurst spins.
Fin de semana, ¿eh?
Sí, sí, desde luego. Y recuerda que han
Bueno,
empezado un poco
bueno,
mal.
¡Cuidado! ¡Cuidado!
Atención.
Tremendo golpe el que se acaba de llevar.
La primera caja puntual, está lloviendo muchísimo. Madre mía, mucho ángulo ahora para Jesús H. ¡Se pasa! ¡Ay, ay, ay, ay! Contra el muro. Que no conseguía adaptarse a la línea. ¡Uy, se acaba la rueda! ¡Fuera! ¡Ay, que bidones! ¡Fuera, fuera! ¡Ay, ay, 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 ay!
Ahora la diferencia es de un segundo entre el puntero de Manuel Bojero y el segundo de
se tocaron. Se tocaron. Barrera con Fiori lo terminó en la salida del cambio de mano. Bueno, siguen todavía los desparramos. En auto que venía algo lento, me parece que era el auto de Ruiz. Lo termina enganchando Ariel García. Se cruzó el Farley en el curbón y partió para afuera. Lamentablemente el auto de Gregorio Aranés no lo para más ahí. Con el pasto mojado, llegó hasta el agua y allí me parece quedaron las aspiraciones de seguir en la competencia para...
Punta con Rodrigo González cuando hay algún encontronazo también en la parte de atrás. Ciano con Otero, ¿no?
Sí, Ciano. Maracalza por adentro va a ser 2-1. Va a ser 2-1 Maracalza. ¡Uy, se tocaron! Se tocaron en el ingreso al curbón. Se terminaron enganchando los tres. Quisieron los tres meterse. Se le animaron a Gardocki y primero a Nazareno López.
Que me da la impresión de que Gardocki...
¡Uy, se engancharon! Se engancharon atrás cuando... Estefano Cañolo que venía por afuera, el que venía por adentro era Tommy Fernández, que se había quedado con el 1 en la primera parte de la clasificación. Lautaro campeones. ¡Uy, Cañolo! ¡Cañolo! ¡Uy, qué golpazo!
No, bueno, lo agarró de punta uno.
Sí, no, es que se engancha con...
queda entregado Cañolo.
Sí, Fernández, fíjense, lo engancha Gardocki. Y Fernández que no puede evitar la situación. El de Canning, el nicoleño que no quiere ceder, que va por adentro. Bueno. Se aplauden un poquito los autos, se vuelven a arrasar. Bueno. ¡Cuidado, muchachos! Afuera, traverso y se veía venir, Y se veía venir, me parece que...
Salta el segundo lugar Gieco y esto me parece que le permite ganar la serie.
Y acá viene, allá estaba,
claro.
algo fuera de cuadro, pero se ve bien. Eso seguramente venía fallando Grosso. Y
el agradecimiento a nuestro equipo técnico. Me parece que tuvo un inconveniente, dobló abierto y cerró de golpe la línea. Y Reutemann venía con mayor velocidad.
La cuestión para el grupo B que se va. ¡Ay, toque, no me digas! Se pegaron. Golpe fuertísimo en la...
El roce, ahí lo vemos.
Ya se pone de costado y no lo puede esquivar.
El primer toque y después el toque en cadena.
Y atrás Fernández. Obviamente que esto es prioridad, pero me quedé con lo de Cafaro. Sí, con el Raúl.
Mire.
Sí,
por eso veíamos el techo. Primera vez que veo contra el muro un auto, pero con...
Un golpecito ahí con la parte trasera con tan mala suerte, mírenlo, cómo automáticamente prende el coche. E afortunadamente pues tuvieron ágiles, pues vamos, para...
Olha o pessoal da MEP, vai trazer essa informação pra gente.
Ele vai de frente aqui, não, de traseira aqui, de frente lá, ó.
Ai, que pena que ele não conseguiu consertar, hein?
Tá batizado o Pup, hein? Primeira corrida dele e já...
We can make a karting circuit that good. Up on the inside, we're going to get our overtake. This is the champion motorsport team on the inside of the HZO Fortis, going on the grass and making contact. Well, that was a car that was out, and we'll see what happens. So we only picked it up halfway through. So we don't really know how that incident started. We only really know how it ended.
Beach. This is a replay of what happened, and it's the Simon Birch Porsche that's going to get a little bit close. And you can hear the tyre squeal. Well, we didn't see the play of this now. And again, it's that It's the left front, really, isn't it, on Scamadi, under-rotating on the front and trying to take too much. Britain used to these conditions. Mike Halder with the strong record. Round this. Oh, they're off! They're both off! They're off into the gravel on drop.
Side of Hill, and there's contact. Was that Ryan Wood on the inside? I think it was. Yeah. So Ryan Wood on the inside in the Mobil 1 truck assist entry and heavy contact there. Another view, and unfortunately, he wipes the wall on the outside, but the trajectory of the car with the broken steering has fired it straight to the inside.
The replay of what's happened here.
Oh, I was trying to pick up the spot on Rodney Jane, who had run wide. Oh, man, it plucked the right rear out of that car. Pull it down on the circuit as well.
And this is going to tell the story even more so into the tyre barriers there. And you've got that hand of cards. Look at these ones. I've got a Royal Flush and down the inside.
Target who got turned, and everyone did a really good. Wide almost. Keith gets out of it. Contact further back in the pack. Target's off. Glenwood is off as well. So who got into who down here? Definitely the Walls and Goretti one.
That was only super light contact, but the big one was the
7 and 8.
It's a weird spot for that to so he's gotten out wide on the marbles, and as soon as he's out on those marbles there, hasn't been collected by anybody else. So yeah, those and particularly today versus yesterday with F3, F2 and Formula 1 running, they do run different lines around this place. He's bombed it into turn 1 super deep, ran off the road, and at this point here he's about 10 k's down on everybody else. So who was that? Glenwood, Sam Shahin into the fence. It wasn't as heavy as I thought it was, but I'd say the damage to the rear of his car.
Been pro on Pro-Am, and that explains why Vidot had damage. He bounced off the 66 car, which was a strange one. France and Carrera Cup Asia champion. He's got a lot of speed, hasn't gone his way this weekend, and it's not going Brett Bolton's way. He's spun around in the back of the field and managed to get it.
He should be in the Red Bull. Maybe he's better off where he is. Whoops, lost it on the way in. And he got a massive pendulum effect.
Adjar, we were talking about the rookies. His priority, he said on the driver's parade, no damage in the opening corner.
He backed off to then floor it, to put some heat into his tyres, and this is not a day to be doing that.
Ja, ohne Fremdeinwirkung. Ohne Fremdeinwirkung, aber nur wenig Routine machen der Schnitzer, sondern auch einer der erfahrensten. Ja.
Wenig Grip, hey, Wahnsinn.
I had like a...
Berührt ist ein bisschen das Kiesbett, aber das haben andere auch. Aber bei ihm ist mir auch komisch vorkommen.
Dann schauen wir jetzt Bortoletto zu.
Der ist schon mit dem Inter und tut sich schon auf der weißen Linie.
You'd have to say that actually, that's exactly what happened to Hadjar, isn't it?
Leaves a pit.
This is where they suddenly came across 3 corners from home, and they both went off the road. Lando hoovered it up. Oscar had gone further off the road, and that's what put him in that position.
Interesting to see, and is it to do with this kerfuffle? Is he the trident there that's charging down the inside? That's the 20. Victor Martins. This is what appears to have occurred for him. They're heading towards turn 5, and he's just lost it. Lost the rear of the car.
Yeah, there we see another replay. Lost the rear of the car completely, didn't he? And into the barriers, and that's unfortunately. Let's find out what happened.
He's going to do a very similar thing to Beganovic. Look, what a great evasion. Amsfort car behind. And Megatunev just looping it. Highest G loading, or one of the highest G loadings of the year in Formula 2. He's going to lose the rear in the middle. There's the bounce over the curb, through the gravel, recovers.
It might be Arvid Lindblad if it's the second car.
Oh,
yeah.
Absolutely the same as we saw for Ger. Lindblad just did a little bit of a better job of collecting it up, which was actually his downfall there. Miata's been for a spin as well. Very much a first lap incident of misfortune there.
And now here we're going to see Sharp there in the 24.
For 11, and let's see if they make it all the way through.
Stromstead in at the 4. Oh, an incident.
This was the moment that we saw Intrapuvazak making his way through on the inside, but the crash is further back and looks older. So
Oh.
So it looks like there's...
Comes through turn one, gets on the AstroTurf, and that is what spins him round. And that gets on the AstroTurf, and that is what rotates the car into a spin.
The wall, yes it was. A squeeze to the wall down towards turn 9 for Voisin being the driver squeezed.
Yeah.
And that's why they both ended up going straight, just ran out of space up against the wall. I'm suspecting outside curb. And he's actually lost it before he makes it.
You see him right there. Oh my, that was big. Yeah, that was. We'll see.
Assim por todo mundo e pelo evento.
Valeu, Dona Célia, seu Augusto, ó. Aí o replay, ó. Aquela carpinada, né? E aí, meu amigo? Chão, céu, chão, céu, chão, céu.
Prejuízo na largada ali, Ale.
Opa, aí o replay do Manso, ó. Não falei? Deu uma carpinada, né?
Just gets into the turn, tips over, picks himself up quickly.
He's just blocked by another rider who was stranded in a rut. Then we see another problem. Beginning to dry here on Saturday. Guys are then forcing his way up the inside. A mistake important today in these conditions. There you can see that nasty incident on the way to the first corner with a clash there with easily done. Yeah, nasty moment there. Enjoying this, but you're racing for the ultimate prize, even at this early... Oh, the wall's down. Just slips off. This last corner here, very nearly all went wrong here with the back marker coming around there. And De Wolf just had no momentum coming out of there and very nearly could have thrown it away.